Thank you for taking the time to meet and speak with me.
It's an honor.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then what do you prefer to be called?
Well, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Jefferson, Detroit, Michigan, graduate of Clark College. It was Clark University when I went through it. Howard University a year, and I spent 35 years teaching elementary science in Detroit, where I fought Mama's dear little darlings for 35 years. But I enjoyed it, had a hell of a good time. Tuskegee Airmen, World War II. I flew 18 combat missions with the 332nd Fighter Group out of Italy, escorting the bombers, the B-17s, from Italy to Berlin, Italy to Ploesti. And survivor. I was shot down. I spent 9 months in Germany as a POW in World War II. Treated as an officer and a gentleman because of the Geneva Convention. Came back to the States and encountered racism and segregation. And
that you didn't experience while you were over
in Italy?
In Italy, or as a prisoner of war, you didn't experience
No.
racism there either, right?
I was treated as an officer and a gentleman, but came back to racism in Michigan, in Detroit, and survived. I survived.
Okay. And your grandfather, is it your great-grandfather or your
My
grandfather?
My great-grandfather.
Okay.
My great-grandfather was light, bright, and they got a slogan. He could pass for white. And he was a Baptist minister in Augusta, Georgia. And the church had a small school teaching black men how to become Baptist ministers. In 1890, he moved the church from Augusta, Georgia to Atlanta, brought the school along with it. And the school was a seminary, and it expanded. It got larger and larger. And in 1913, they changed the name from Georgia Seminary to Morehouse College.
Okay. And then when the school initially started, was it a tuition-based school or was it
I have
charitable?
no idea.
Okay.
He was I have no idea how it was funded.
Okay.
Only that it was his small school along the church. And
okay. And so, did you have an opportunity? Did you have an opportunity to meet your grandfather?
oh no, I never saw. No, he died. He died in 1912, 1913, 1914. I wasn't born until 1921, so I never saw him.
Okay.
I lived and grew up with his son, with my grandfather,
Okay.
Henry Montgomery White, in Atlanta.
Okay. And how important do you think it was at that time, and even with your grandfather, how important was it for each individual person to be charitable or to help the next man or feel obligated to help their community?
If you don't reach down and pull somebody along with you, as you go up the economic educational ladder, if you don't pull somebody along with you, all your expenditures are naught. You don't make any progress to keep on whatever you've done. You have to have somebody to fill your footsteps. That's why we as Tuskegee Airmen have many programs to bring young people up to date, high school, make sure they go to college. You don't want to go to that? Go to the technical field. Plumbers and electricians make darn good money. And our aim is to get our young people inspired, no matter what you're in, to get them to get up off their knees and hustle and make some progress. I'm impressed with Texas Southern. The educational system here is fantastic. We just came from Houston, University of Houston, to Texas Southern, and it's wonderful. We were talking with
Wanda Adams.
Wanda Evans.
City Council member Wanda Adams.
Yes, and she was talking in terms of scholarships to help these young people get forward to go to college.
Did you all have scholarships? Were you? Because I know scholarships are good, but that can't always be an excuse why we don't go.
Back in the so-called good old days, government funding. What the heck was it called? I was funded by the government, and I worked in the kitchen. One semester at Clark College in 1938 was $40. But $40 was a lot of money, because cigarettes were only 5 cents a pack.
Right.
Milk was 10 cents a quart.
Right.
Eggs were only 10 cents a dozen.
Right.
So $40. And I worked for NYA. What's NYA? See, the company. NYA, a job. It's funded by the government for my tuition.
Okay. Okay. So, as a young adult, did you feel a sense of obligation to, was it a lot of pressure on you to go to college since your father, did you have those shoulders of the Morehouse man?
No. Inspiration to go to college came from my mother and my father. I can't, through the educational system? No. Because I went to a predominantly white school in Detroit, Michigan. And we had nothing about black history in the books. And my inspiration to go to college came strictly from my mother and my father and the rest of the family.
Okay.
We were all college bound, automatically, unconsciously. And nobody had to preach to me, you got to go to college. We didn't say a doggone word. Just by being in the family atmosphere, you automatically, I was going to Clark. No, I wasn't going to go to Morehouse because my family was Clark.
Okay. And then what are some of the charities that you support, or some of the charities that are close to you, or do you have your own charity?
Charities. International Red Cross, NAACP, Urban League, right on down the line. I belong to a lot of military charities since I had military experience. Very few regular charities. Clark College, Howard University, Southern Poverty Law Center. And every time I quote this, I get a lot of strange looks, as if say, what in the hell are you talking about? Southern Poverty Law Center in Montgomery, Alabama, with Morris Dees, who helped the woman in Oregon sue the KKK because the KKK predominantly killed her son. And she sued the KKK and got all their property, $1 million worth of their property. These are the charities I support. International Armed Force Red Cross, because it had not been for the Red Cross. As a POW, the Red Cross furnished us food in prison camp. Boxes of food, powdered milk, chocolate D-bar, cans of Spam, a package of Spam, raisins, because the Germans didn't have any food to give us. Food was, and if it had not been for International Red Cross food parcels, we would have starved.
Okay, and this last question, and can you think of one unsuspecting person that impacted your life or changed your life that gave? Just one unsuspecting person that you would have not, wouldn't have been a common person that impacted your life or changed your life. Was it the military?
You're a Monday morning quarterbacking, thinking about nobody hearing aid. That's doubly. The chemistry professor at Clark University. What the hell was his name? The chemistry professor. Can't remember his name.
That's okay. What, and how did he? In what way did he make a change or impact your life? Just him taking the time to saw something special in you, or?
He was just there as a mentor.
Okay.
He was there as a mentor during my college days. That's how I remember him. Oh God, I can't remember his.
That's okay. That's
His
okay.
name.
Well, you have to go and
Thank you.
speak to the students here, but thank you so much. I appreciate it, and it was an honor.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.